It is another beautiful day here at the household of Handy863. Planes flying over the garden, pigeons flying around in the garden, but we're not worried about that because we're here in the messy bedroom of 863 for another review. So last time I did a review on the magnificent HD PVR, which has returned to its rightful place downstairs in the bedroom. And I've also sent the review into the Next Gamer Network, which they uploaded it pretty much directly away, probably because Anne said here in the Next Gamer Network comment, which I shall thumbs up because it's good, which should hopefully get some more views to my channel. I have been getting more subscribers than the normal weekly rate that I get. And I did say in the HD PVR review right at the end, I will be making more reviews, and I have one today. Other than that, if you're wondering why I made another video of the Dazzler and Trio Tree, Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Wii live streams will be on. As you can see, I'm patiently waiting, been waiting since this morning because I don't know when these live streams are on. Don't have a 3DS, just this normal black DS, which I will also be doing a review on, if that's any help to you. But further still, saying back to the review which is shared on TNG and my channel, we're looking at another review today, and that is my Nintendo Wii. Yes, so here we have my Nintendo Wii. Sadly, is my only games console that I have for now. If you include my DS and my computer as games consoles, then it wouldn't be. But for now it is. You can see it here, just plain white. I got this actually to help me because I have a sad story about this. My balance is off and stuff, so I got Wii Fit, and it was on the Wii to help me. Also to help me ride a bike, because the sad truth is that I can't ride a bike. I was too afraid to when I was younger, and hard to find them anymore with these big bony legs. Got my dad's legs. Yeah, so and I bought this from the top of town in Newbury, if you know that place, in Borders, which had a game room at the top, 2008. Sad that I know that information. Sadly though, they went bankrupt, but whenever I go there, it always reminds me of the Wii. So this games console was bought for a family games console. Just turn it the other way. A family games console because my mum and dad bought it. We all share it. We all have Mii's on there from everybody's family. However, it's slowly turning into me because I am the one who pretty much plays on it the most. And then with Handy's Wii Play and stuff, this being the only console that I recorded other than my computer and my DS, this pretty much has just been overtaken by like little Handy863 Mii's that just run inside, and it was upgraded. But soon it won't actually be. But anyway, that's enough about talking about the Wii for me. Let's go into the proper Wii review. Okay, so first let's take a look at the Wii on the outside. So the Wii is a very sort of like retro old Nintendo console. Very chunky, very original. As you can see, shaped sort of like the Nintendo DS card, as I say, because it has that little corner thing, you can slot it in. Very chunky. You can plug the old GameCube remotes in at the top. Here. And the actual GameCube cartridges, I think that's what they're called. And then you have the original USBs and vents and stuff around the back. Mainly made of plastic, really. And actually, surprisingly breakable, because I've seen people drop Wii's down out of like windows and things. It can lay down on its side, as you can see here, just moving the camera, because of these stubs on its side. However, some people may get them the wrong way around and can cause damage inside the Wii. I may be even causing damage on my own Wii by doing this now. But it still comes with its own stand. And the stand here, made of plastic, very cheap, always comes with the Wii, and its little circle which come off, which we lost at one point, and does follow the pattern of Nintendo described to it. But yeah, I feel like it's not really that protected. However, most games consoles are made of plastic, and I do feel like the Wii could be a bit more showy. So like a bit like the Wii U basically, with like a disc drive and everything. However, I still like how you can put SD cards in. Like I've got a couple up here. You just slot them in and cover them up, and then they're safe. Other than on my laptop, they're pretty much just hanging out the front. But anyway, I think that's about it for all of the outside interior of the Wii. I think. Oh, the disc has nothing to protect it. Buttons are just normal. I have a worry about at the back, because of where the back actually is. You could like get fluff and hair inside here, which has happened to me. But other than that, I think it's okay, because fluff and hair can get into things normally. But anyway, that's about it for the outside interior. Now we're moving on to the qualities. For video quality, there are 3 types of different video quality. Now, the Wii, for most users around the world, pretty much use this standard definition composite cable. That is the one that comes with the Wii, which I do not use anymore. However, the Wii can be converted to a higher resolution, dare I say HD, because it's not HD, using component cables. Just to clarify, that these component cables aren't actually Wii component cables, they are component cables for, I shall say something else. But yes, however, there's a downside to that, because really it doesn't have a very high resolution. Let's go into more detail here. For the Wii composite cables, the lowest resolution is 20p, I do believe. Not 20p, that's really low. Will be, well, SCART resolution, basically. General SCART and S-Video, which is kind of bad resolution, very fuzzy on the newer type of TVs. Then we have the standard composite, 480i, I think, but I'm not too sure about it. This is our standard resolution, which pretty much my cousins play in. And then when I got the new composite cables, and this is the downside for the Wii, 480p only. It's the recordings that sadly the Wii lets down, because that's how it outputs. Therefore it makes it harder for me to edit recordings from the HD PVR, which I did do a review on, and people do like the HD PVR quite a lot. But the Wii recorded in so low resolution, so it was really hard to edit and really hard to work with, and that's why some of my Mario Kart videos being recorded on a Saturday actually came out on Wednesday or Thursday, because they took so long to edit and then render out. But yes, so it could be better if actually, and this is improved in the Wii U, if the Wii also had something like a HD resolution, or could go up higher, because component can go all the way up to 1080p. and I don't think it can go up any higher than that. But on the HD PVR box, that says it can go up to 1080i, and HD PVR 2 I think can record up to 1080p. But that is basically the quality. Now we're going to go into the games. So now we're moving on to the games. So for the games for the Wii, there are a wide range of games. Lots and lots and lots of them for every type of person. However, I've chosen just a random handful from downstairs in my living room. Here are some of them. So, moving on to this side, we have custom game Wii Sports, which came with our Wii. We didn't get a bundle or anything like that. Just behind it, we have mainly the sports game with its upgraded brother or grandson, Wii Sports Resort. Moving on to Go Vacation, a game not created by the Wii, or Nintendo at least. Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games, one of my most recently brought games, although not the recently brought games, which I absolutely love. And Mario Kart Wii. Notice it doesn't have a disc in there. All the rest of them do, because that's the one that's actually in the Wii at the moment, really. Same with in here, they all have their discs inside. Then we move over to Wii Party. That is a really nice game. Knocked off the charts when the Mario Kart online races came. If you people have the Nintendo channel, you can check which game you play the most is. That is the one that I played the most. I got it for my 11th birthday, I think. I don't know, whenever I started Trinity, but Then we have our most recent game, the one that I got birthday last year, Mario Party 9. My sister got it for me, and it's fantastic. Sadly though, if you don't know this already, I had to cancel the Mario Party 9 videos just because I was going through a lot of stress. It was exam week at school anyway, and my HD PVR has corrupted. Kirby's Epic Yarn, another fun-filled game. I do believe it's Tess's favourite game as well. I've almost completed that, so I should really get back to it then. Wii Fit, or shall I say Wii Fit Plus, the improved version of Wii Fit, just with extra games and extra levels. And finally, Wii Music, the game that made me start learning my guitar. If you don't know, Ashton is out of tune because I have a new guitar over here. But back to the review anyway. Noticing in all these games we have a particular scheme, as you can see here. 3+, which means 3 plus 3-year-old, basically children over 3+ can play that game. 7+, 7, 3, 3, 7, 3, 3, 3, 3+. All these games are either a 7 or a 3+. And looking through all the games that I have, most of them are like that. However, there are some violent games for the Wii. However, as Nintendo have aimed, most of their games are actually family friendly, as the Nintendo Wii and Nintendo Wii U are aimed not to be a violent console and aimed to be a safe and family safety console. So that was the games. Now for the final thing of improvements. Now finally we're on to the improvements. So for the improvements, one of them could be a better looking Wii. So this is improved in the Wii U as it's more round, other than these like corners around it, just like chunky Wii block. Still sticking to the GameCube though. Even though the GameCube is quite retro, this is still a bit retro, but trying to show that, it just looks a bit, you know, weird. But yes. Also, it could have other output options other than its own classified Wii option 1 there. Well, this is improved in the Wii U, and I should try and make myself clearer in saying this. Basically, it should still keep this output, but try outputting in like all outputs. So like you can get a cable that is both composite and component out the same cable at the end, but also like a little HDMI port, which the Wii U has, but I'm not sure about the double cable. I think you actually have to buy that, but it'd be nice if it actually had like both composite and component on the same one. Also, I'm not sure what the USB ports mean. Other than charging the Wii balance board, doesn't really come that useful to me. And also, the vents at the top. The old GameCube controllers and stuff. I have a feeling that it would be a lot handier if these were actually on somewhere like the side of the console, so like here. Plus, you pretty much need to sit closer to the Wii in order to reach them. I have to put that quite far back. And also, I feel like a safer SD card option, because this has broken off a number of times. I didn't try to break it off then. Well, actually I did. So. And also, maybe something to protect the disc other than this thing, fuzzy thing here. Because you can poke something in and it can ruin it. And also, I saw a video on YouTube where this guy opened his Wii up and he had a load of bugs inside it. But anyway, that is pretty much about it for the review. There's still more reviews to come on my channel. I don't think there's going to be any more on Next Gamer Network. But I might send in my laptop review. There is going to be one on my laptop and my DS, not my 3DS. And a couple of other things, which I will keep a secret for now. But anyway, that is about it from me. And other things,